Well, the St. Louis Art Fair has grown to the point that I think we need a regional economic discussion to kind of get a handle on just how much it has grown. Thanks for being out in the sun with me.
Sure.
Sheila Sweeney, the CEO of the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership. Is this exciting to you to see what's going on in the streets of Clayton?
Oh, it's thrilling, isn't it? You just look around. I walked past quite a few of the booths before arriving at yours, and just the difference in all of the art, and so the creative minds that were at work, and then all the people that are gathering to see it. Yeah, it's tremendous.
I don't want to diminish the value of the art for the sake of the art, but there are some dollar signs that come with this too. Can you help us put into perspective what this means for our region from a business perspective?
Yeah, art fairs are growing, and to St. Louis, there are about 10,000 jobs that can be directly related to art, and just here in St. Louis alone. And it is about a $580 million economic engine for this community.
Talking about the arts as a whole throughout the region.
Absolutely, right. We estimate that about 11 million visitors are in St. Louis, going to different art events and museums, et cetera, throughout the year, and that 3 million of those folks are actual visitors from out of town. So you take 3 million visitors, and half or third of those are hotel rooms, and in our restaurants and shops and that sort of thing. It's a tremendous economic advantage.
Can we, do we have the numbers to know specifically about the St. Louis Art Fair itself, just kind of the impact it has on our region? Is that something that we're able to put a number to?
Yeah, the art fair itself, St. Louis has now the St. Louis Art Fair. We have the Shaw Art Fair, the Maplewood has one, Chesterfield has one, the one in Kirkwood. So, they're beginning to really grow around. So they all contribute to that number of the 582 million, yeah.
Speaking of the name, and it was the Clayton Art Fair. I know you're not responsible for the name change, but you are familiar with the marketing world. What does that signal, if anything, to you that now it's the St. Louis Art Fair in Clayton?
Yeah, I think the organizers probably recognized that calling it the St. Louis Art Fair would be a good draw for not only artists who would be more familiar with St. Louis than they might be with Clayton proper, and then certainly it's a fantastic art fair, and so it draws visitors as well as artists.
You have 150 artists, more than 150 artists. 125,000 people will walk the streets of downtown Clayton, I guess is the prediction.
Right. As long as we can hold the rain off.
As long as we can hold the rain off. I think it's going to turn out to be a near perfect weekend once we figure out the rain situation. But I guess from someone, in your perspective, someone who's in your line of work, you got to like 125,000 people walking through downtown Clayton.
I love 125,000 walking through downtown Clayton.
What does that do for us?
Just think of, I think it's estimated that it's around $24.60 that per person, per day at an event like this will spend outside of the art fair, just in parking and restaurants and their entertainment and getting here and that sort of thing.
Is that not including if they take home a piece of art?
Right.
Okay.
Right. And so so that's a great amount. And so the restaurants here are filled. The gas stations are happy tonight. Just everyone around, all the vendors that are here, but also just the people that are in Clayton and all the way around, because if a restaurant in Clayton is full, it spills over to U City or Brentwood or Richmond Heights or into the city, so it just all lends itself to economic activity going on, and you have to love that.
What else do you want us to know about what this means to the region?
Well, I think St. Louis is really becoming known nationally as an entrepreneurial city. We have the Economic Development Partnership operates 5 innovation centers that are for startup companies and young entrepreneurs, or entrepreneurs of any age. I shouldn't say young, but quite a few of them are. We have the Cortex District, we have the Danforth Plant Science District, and our Helix Center that the partnership operates. And so we have that entrepreneurial spirit, which is a creative mind on whether it's science or technology or both, or anything related, and then that we're growing in art in St. Louis and placing it all throughout, that just all lends itself to St. Louis really being having that entrepreneurial spirit that we have had for all these years, and it just kind of wraps it all in a great package to attract new business and new people to live here.
New talent that wants a thriving arts culture?
Yeah, what we have found in talking to businesses that either want to grow or relocate to St. Louis, what we found is when they actually get here and they find all of our amenities, which certainly include the fine art institutions that we have here, they realize that St. Louis is a really well-kept, and we hope to change that, but right now a well-kept secret. And and so when they see what's really here and how great St. Louis is, that makes a huge difference to people wanting to come, and we are being successful at landing those companies. Yeah.
Maybe those of us who live here don't realize the world-class nature that others will tell us that we have when it comes to our arts. Outsized for a city our size, perhaps.
For a city our size, it is absolutely world-class, and when you consider that the cost of admission or it's either free or very nominal to so many of our institutions, people are blown away by that.
And then, of course, to bring it back around to the St. Louis Art Fair, I almost misspoke. Doesn't cost a dime. This is very much available for everyone and accessible to everyone.
That's right. You can come and just look and enjoy. You don't have to buy. Love it if you do, but you don't have to. And it's just a great community gathering here tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. It's exactly what economic development needs, and we just need people to come and support events like this and others throughout St. Louis on an ongoing basis.
Well, thanks for joining us here in downtown Clayton. Sheila Sweeney, the CEO of the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership. Thank you so much.